Hey YouTubers, Craig the Muskoka Painter, and I'm going to demonstrate how to cut in on your first coat, and you'll notice something slightly different about the process. So let's get right into it. When we do our cutting, we want to stay away from the ceiling about 1/16 of an inch up to as much as 1/8 of an inch. This makes it a lot quicker for us to actually do our first coat of cutting in. And it actually provides a better base for us to do our final cutting. And that means that our paint will slide across the finished paint easier than it would the primer. So we don't want to do our final cutting to the corner between the ceiling and the wall until our second coat. Feed the paint about 1/8 of an inch to 1/16 and then cut across. And that's all we want to do. So you can see how much quicker that is. And also the advantage of pre-rolling is you can see exactly how far you have to cut in. You can see it's not that much. So we can move right along at this stage of the paint process. Again, just sneak out to the edge at 1/8 of an inch and leave it up to 1/8 of an inch to 1/16 of an inch between the wall and the ceiling. And then just keep working your way along, and that will do us for our first coat. Like so. So now that we've cut in between the ceiling and the wall, we need to cut in around our window, door trims, and also the baseboard. So I'll demonstrate that now. And the same principle applies here for our first coat. We want to stay away from the trim about 1/16 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch. And it's helped us do the job faster, and it will get better results by the time we do our second coat. Feather in, and straight down. The last thing we want to do is actually touch the frame of this paint. You're going to keep the wall paint on the wall. Just bring it straight down. Further that back out. And don't worry too much if this will be a lighter coat than when we do our roller coat, but we'll strengthen up the base of the color when we do our second coat. that's our window frame painted. Now we're going to cut in our baseboard. So we got a sunny day here in Muskoka, and the sunlight's coming in on our project, so it'll help us see more clearly what we're doing. We'll hold our brush like pen, get the paint on the wall, and then feather it down into the corner where the wall meets the top of the baseboard, and then pull our paint along. You can work from both sides. And just keep the brush moving and feather that paint in. We can get our paint on the wall, feather it back, work down into the top of the baseboard, and move the brush along. So, feather the paint out, work it back in. So remember, this is the first coat, so we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to sand everything out, and then we'll give it our final. So that was a demonstration of how to cut in on your first coat, and you basically apply the same principles of cutting in as I demonstrated, but you would go right into the corner and give yourself a professional looking finish. And you'll find that if you do it this way, the paint will slide a lot easier over the first coat when you're doing the second coat, and it'll make the painting process a lot smoother for you. Don't forget to leave your comments and questions on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe too. We'll see you next time. So it's Craig the Muskoka Painter, helping you take the paint out of painting.